Core definition for worship, just the word, is our appropriate response to God's revelation of himself. That's loaded. But here's what I want you to catch. We think worship, biblical worship, should be responsive. So to just sit and watch and check out, I really don't care what's sung at that point, you're not worshiping. So we give a lot of opportunities for responding and interacting and expressing in Christ house. And that doesn't mean that if your form of passion expressive worship is, sit still and stare at the wall, that you can't come. We got lots of good old local German folks who, they clap or they raise their hand a little. And we got some, folks with good old Pentecostal backgrounds who, the hand's not up till it's knocking something over. But I want to push you beyond just physical expression and say it's responding to who God is. And that's not always just waving your hands, right? There's things we do, like every week we ask if you had an opportunity to share your faith. And if so, we ask you to raise your hand so we can celebrate with you and pray for that. And then we light a candle up front as a picture of the church being a light. We have boards on the walls of the church where you can post praises of things God did. You can post applications. If God laid on your heart during the sermon something you need to do, you can write resolved and post it there as a way of you saying, I want to do this, and responding right there in the service. We have note cards at every table where you can write notes of encouragement to other members. So if you're sitting here and as you're seeing God revealed the appropriate responses to build up the faith of a brother or sister that He's Spirit laid on your heart, we give you tools right there in the service. Just grab a paper, we're singing, you're there writing. That's fine. Just throughout the way we structure our service, where there's a kneeling area up front, I'm actually sitting in a prayer spot where you can come and kneel and just take some time to pray. These are things that we want to do so that you're not just sitting watching, but you're responsive. We have coloring sheets. They're originally for the kids, and now half the adults like to do them. There's even a little table covered in paper so the kids can be coloring, and we would love it if they were coloring in response to what they're catching. We're singing God's truth, we're preaching God's truth, we're reading God's truth, and our thrust would be, do something, don't just be hearers. And we give you as many ways as we can think of, and if you got a new idea, we'd love to hear it, because we want to be doers of the word, not hearers only. So we come and we worship responsively.